I want to welcome every one of us that made it to this class, and I want to appreciate you for joining me. I thank you. I'm so glad that you honor this call. I'm so privileged to have you in my class. Uh, I believe strongly that we are here to learn together on ear training. And before we embark on ear training, I feel there is need for us to look at the other side of ear training, what ear training is not. So that when we understand what ear training is not, it's going to help us to be able to know and understand what we are into. So I want to take your time to really look into what ear training is not. And I will want us to look at some misconception that people had about ear training, what they feel ear training is, and those things are not actually what ear training are meant for. So I want us to debunk this rumor one by one as we move on. Misconception one: ear training is not a talent competition. What are we saying? Ear training is not a show-off. That your ear is tuned, that you can be able to pick sounds, you can be able to pick your note accurately. It's not what we do or what we train to be. That I want to learn ear training to be able to show off. So let's neutralize our mind as we go into this class that ear training is not a talent competition. It is meant to nurture and develop our music skill. At any level, you can start to develop your listening ear, and anybody can improve at any level. And that's why I'm so glad that in this class now we have some that are professionals. We have some that are coming up. I must be I need to inform you clearly that every one of us, we have room to improve at any level that we start to train our ear. Misconception 2: ear training is not just for the gifted. Yeah, don't worry, I don't need to train my ear. I may not even be able to do it. It's just meant for people that are talented. Ear training is not for the talented. It's not for the gifted. Everybody, we have the capacity to grow our ear and be better by the day. Ear training is the skill that we own by practicing. I'm telling you, if you pay attention to ear training and you are ready to pay the price that is appropriate for ear training, in no time, you will be surprised at the level at which you are going to see your improvement. Because everybody at equal level, we have rights. We can develop our ear. We can develop our ear and become better as we do our practices. So I want to round up this second misconception by saying, don't believe that ear training is for the gifted. It is for you. You can be better. You can be that musician that will be across the globe that the whole world will be celebrating. All we have to do is to pay attention to our ability to hear correctly and develop our ear appropriately. Misconception 3: ear training is not just about perfect pitch. That's another side of the things that I've seen. You see people trying to learn to be perfected when they pick this note and the other. That's very good. It's part of the deal. But it is not all about perfect pitch. We still have relative pitches. We have intervals. We have harmonies. We have a lot of things that we can grow when it comes to ear training. Now, for example, you as a singer, you can sing. Let's say you sing soprano now. You can sing your part perfectly. And every time they call you, you just tell them, I'm a soprano singer. I'm good with myself. Fine, I appreciate you being good. It's very fantastic that you are good at the part you sing. But I'm telling you that part of the ear training you have to engage in is your ability to be able to hear the part of the auto when we switch role. Okay, we're asking you, go and sing auto now. You are able to deliver. When they say, can you please switch role and sing tenor? Fine, we agree that your pitch may not be accurate when it comes to the voicing, but when it comes to your ability to hear the right note And to sing the right note that you need to sing, then it becomes a flow. So when it comes to ear training, you don't just grow perfect pitches. You need to grow relative pitches. You need to grow your understanding of intervals. You need to grow your harmonies. You need to understand. Now, when we talk about voicing on keyboard, we hear some set of people playing primary chords. You see some secondary chords. Then you begin to see altered chords. You see a lot of voicing coming together, and it becomes when you start to listen, you have what happened? Where is this person getting this understanding from? All of these are the result of what we call developing our ears. Ear training is not passive listening. This is critical, and we need to really understand this. Ear training is not passive listening. Okay, what am I saying? Ear training requires active engagement of critical listening skill. What are we saying? There's a place of you understanding how to analyze music. When you listen, you start to listen from the instrumentals. You start to check your intro. When you are training your ear appropriately, when you hear a particular tune or a particular sound, you are able to identify it and say, okay, this is flute. This is clarinet. I can hear pad here. All those things are key things that you need to know when you are growing your ear. It's not just about passive listening. Then you are able to sing the song correctly. You don't know what the intro is all about. You cannot even interpret what the interlude is talking about, what the bridge is saying, what the outro is saying. Now, all of these things must be together in your learning, must be part of things you determine to grow part-time when it comes to ear training. So ear training has nothing to do with passive listening. It has all to do with active listening. Misconception 5. Ear training is not a quick fix. This is where I need us to calm down. I know you joined this class with all excitement, like you want to gain everything today. But this is my good news to you. Ear training is not a quick fix. It is a process. You start to grow it day by day. At times it will appear as if you are not increasing or you are not learning. No. You have to keep working on yourself. At times you just see that there's a particular note you've been trying to sing and you are finding it difficult. After a while, a week or two, you just see that you come back to that same song, you sing it, and you are there. In fact, over the years, I've experienced a situation whereby my choir director had to give me a song to score. And when I got that song, immediately I heard the voice of the lead vocal. I could see clearly that the range of this person is far, far higher than my own. And I have to deliver. So what do I have to do? I had to start listening to the song. I was listening to first analyze the song. I was not trying to work on how I'll be able to pitch that song at my first, second, even third rehearsal. I was just getting to know, familiarize myself with the song. And I saw that there will be need for me to work on my voice, to be able to see that my voice texture is a little bit, I could expand a little bit more so that pitching that song will not be difficult for me. And in no time, I saw that my vocal range had to increase a little bit. And when we got to the point of delivery, I was able to deliver. So what am I trying to bring out is, it is not a quick fix. It has all to do with taking our time to grow it. And we must be deliberate about growing our ear. Because if you are not deliberate with it, music can be frustrating. And you get to a point whereby you just feel like, why am I doing this music? It seems as if I'm not making any progress. It seems as if the same way I've been singing the past years, it's still the same way I'm singing. But when you understand that this thing is not a quick fix, it's a thing that as you are growing, as you are maturing musically, your ear will keep increasing. Your knowledge will keep coming up. Like when we were coming up, they will tell us that when they want to ask, they will say, "What is your name?" We will say, "My name is Taiwo Adetola." Okay. When we were growing up, we got to science class, and the same name, we had it, they said nomenclature. And when I was trying to find out what the meaning of nomenclature, they said nomenclature means naming. Okay? That means as you grow, you begin to meet some vocabularies. As you understand those vocabularies, your knowledge will expand. As you grow up, you begin to have deeper understanding into the nitty-gritty of ear training. And before you know it, you become master of it, and it becomes a flow. So I would like to conclude by saying, ear training is not a talent competition or limited to the gifted. Ear training is not about perfect pitch, but it has all to do with active listening. It requires active engagement, and it's not a quick fix. So I'm going to be rounding up this class by saying to you that, please, if you have to watch this video again, or if you have to make some reasonable jottings on these 5 points that I've mentioned, I need you to meditate on it and plan this journey of our ear training class and take it with utmost attention that you want to get the best out of your musical career. May God bless us as we start this class together. In Jesus' name.